live here. Welcome to Rockinboxes Presents this week. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have these gentlemen on. It's great to have Silver Screen Sheen and team, his good old buddy there, Neil, Temple of Doom. Hey, Neil, and hey, Greg. How's it going, guys? How you guys doing?
Good. And yourself there, Sean? How's things?
Really good, man. Really good. It's exciting to have you guys on, and welcome to all the viewers out there, people that have just that are just joining us. The links are down below. They're on Twitter. All you have to do is just go to the YouTube link, and if you want to leave a comment, just leave a comment down below. I'm hoping that the comments are on. Sometimes this thing is very finicky. So, how's it going, Neil?
Good, Sean. How are you, man? Always a pleasure, and loving your recent videos as well. So thanks very much for having me on this live stream, brother.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad. Neil was a last minute. Of course, these guys are a great team out there in London, Ontario, and they're on cjbk.com. They've got their show called Pop Cultured. Comes on Fridays at 11:05. Don't forget, because they always have a little snippet of the news. And, check them out. Past couple of weeks have been 5 o'clock on a Saturday just because of NHL hockey. But, yeah, it's great to have you guys in the house. So let's get right into it. First off, talk a little bit about yourself, Greg, and, where you from, originate from, and, talk about, your experience with radio and how that all came about.
Okay, will do. So I was born in Kitchener, Waterloo, Ontario. So I'm an Ontario boy.
Woo!
And so my father worked for the government, so we kind of moved all over. So we went from Kitchener to Edmonton. I was a little baby at the time, so I don't remember too much. And then we moved back to Ontario to Meadowvale, Mississauga. Lived there for a bit, then Oakville during my early public school years. Then to Ottawa, where I met Neil, Temple of Doom. And then after that, moved to Windsor and back to Oakville again. And I've just been all over, mostly Ontario. I haven't really ventured. I lived in Nova Scotia for 4 months, and that was about it. But anyway, that's where I met Neil, and just that's where our friendship blossomed from, was from Ottawa. But went to radio school and got into film for a bit, and then got back into radio school again, and then actually got into radio and decided within a year ago to start my own show called Pop Cultured, and here I am. That's the short and long of it all.
Oh, that's awesome. So the name Pop Cultured itself, did you actually come up with the name, or do you sit down with a bunch of people, or is it just it just came to you? I don't know. How does one figure out a name for a show?
Well, it was just a matter of me sitting with a pad and paper, old school, at my desk at work, and just kind of wrote down a bunch of ideas. I think I still have a piece of paper there. Went through a bunch of ideas of names, and that was the one that kind of was like, yeah, that's it. I can't, like, one of the ones was back at the old station I worked at. I had like a short little 2-minute segment that kind of lasted only a month or two called Geek Speak of the Week. That's so it was kind of like a little snippet of Pop Cultured. So we were gonna originally call it something like that, but I decided to go with Pop Cultured, and it just seemed right. And then put with Silver Screen, Sheen, and team, because I mean, Neil's always my co-host, but there is a cycle of people that will be coming through as regulars on the show, and they're essentially my team.
Yeah, talk a little bit about yourself, Neil.
Oh, well, all right. Yeah, I am a huge nerd for comics, that's for sure. For all things pop cultured, right? So that's, and that's the real thing about the show that Greg and I do every week. And he's the host, and I'm part of the team. So I'm his Andy Richter to his Conan O'Brien, I guess. The McMahon to the Johnny Carson. But I like the role of being the sidekick. But if you want me to talk about where I'm from and all that, I could do that very quickly. Obviously I'm from Ottawa. And I was born and raised there. And I've always been an actor, and I've always wanted to be, a writer, and I've always wanted to work in broadcasting. So I did go to school for that. Wound up working for CTV for a while, cutting the highlights for SportsCenter. I did that about 12 years ago. And it's just been a real joy and pleasure to keep working with Greg, who's been my best friend for the last 25 years. Since Green Wilson High School. Yeah. So I love broadcasting, and it's it's a real privilege to kind of be able to do that and geek out on the radio once a week.
Yeah, I absolutely love it, man. You guys really you guys been what you said 25 years, so you guys met in high school.
Yep.
And how was it in your high school days? I mean, I know when we had CFNY come, you remember CFNY, the old CFNY road show, they'd bring in the lights and everything, and it was like this big thing, big dances. Did you guys have anything like that back where you were?
Not really. I think we might have had like the Much Music road show. I don't know, but that never even rolled into our school. We just kind of had, I think it was just a guy up the street from the school that DJ'd, but I didn't go to many dances as that was not my thing. But, yeah, I don't know about Neil. I don't remember. I think he was, we weren't much of a dancers, I don't think.
No, not really. Or just like the head bobbers, just that,
Yeah.
No dancing. Yeah. High school was awesome. Corinne Wilson. I was there for the full extent of it, and Greg and I did many plays at Corinne Wilson, and they were really good. I mean, they were way better than high school productions. So obviously, we've had a gift to perform here. We've been well trained by our drama teacher, Mr. Rick Sambell, and whatnot. But great memories of being at Corinne Wilson and doing all those plays, and people just loved them. Like we did the worst high school play in the world, and we did a scene from Death of a Salesman as well. Yeah. And I was Biff, and you were Happy. I think that's right. Anyway, so yeah, no, our high school experience was great, and I'd say that definitely inspired us to do this show, Pop Cultured.
That's fantastic. I wanted to know, did you guys have any famous people come out of your high schools? I'll talk about a couple of mine in a few seconds, but go ahead. Greg, Neil?
All I can think of is there's I'm gonna just mention one that was it's NHL player. I don't think he's currently playing anymore, but Mark Savard went to our school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In my grade, he was in a couple of my classes. Good guy, but was more of just an acquaintance. Not like wasn't a friend, but he was an acquaintance. We weren't enemies by any means, so we're just classmates. But yeah, I guess he was the first one to come to mind. I don't know. I think Neil might have some others.
I do. I know the actors. So there's a few actors. No household names or anything like that, but these are really great performers as well that did graduate from Korean, or at least went there briefly, one way or the other. Christian Potenza is one guy that is a very well-known voice actor here in Ontario, of course. He's done a lot of cartoons from Total Drama Island and 16 and all these things that are, popular with the kids. And Jeannie Callia was another one as well. Jeannie Callia, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, Jeannie was a great actress, and she's done a lot of movies and commercials. I see her in car commercials all the time on TV. And one last thing I wanted to mention, one last person, was Christian Tessier, who I don't think went to our school very long, but he actually has a lot of acting credits. He's done a whole bunch of stuff like those Canadian Heritage Moments, and he was in that Battlefield Earth movie. Anyway, so there's a few actors that got famous, a few of them anyway.
That's pretty cool. I mean, oh, go ahead, Greg. Were you saying something there?
Oh, I was saying that I think if it's who I'm thinking Neil's talking about, he was also had a small part in Battlestar Galactica reboot.
Yes, that's right. He did. He was a suicide bomber in that show. Good, good reference. See, See, just between the two of us, we know everything. We know everything about geek culture, everything about pop culture.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
good one, Greg.
You guys are gamers. I'm not so much. I'm really into. Listen, when I see one game and I love it, that's it. So right now, I'm still playing, believe it or not, Minecraft Wii U. And the reason I love it is just for the creative aspect of it. I've been building railways, digging tunnels, just going nuts. And when the kids come, I'm like, I made a roller coaster today. But
That game is massive.
oh,
Such a success story there. Yeah.
I've never played.
Oh yeah, you've never played it. So
No.
what are you guys playing right now? What are you playing right now? You guys play together? Do you play online together?
Well, run and grab the case of the game that I have
Sure.
right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me
Go
1
ahead.
second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead, Neil.
All right. Uncharted 4 for me. I'm still playing that game, and I also play Street Fighter 5. I'm going to start playing that online because I'm a Street Fighter geek. You know, I'm a Street Fighter nut. I won tournaments back in the day and on the leaderboards and all that. So Street Fighter 5 and Uncharted 4 are what I'm working on. But hopefully Greg and I will play Star Wars Battlefront someday soon and check out what he has. Ooh, Dying Light.
Dying
Yeah,
Light.
that's what I'm playing.
What's that all about, Greg?
It's a first-person kind of running away from zombies game. I don't know if you can see the graphics there, or
Oh, yeah?
maybe not. Anyway.
I just got nailed on copyright. Thanks a lot, but that's fine. I'm kidding.
But I got a lot of games. A lot of games I've been playing. So just going through. So Wolfenstein.
Woo, the Wolfenstein.
The newer Wolfenstein, Old Blood.
Ooh.
A little WWE 16.
That I just whooped your ass.
Watch Dogs 2.
Oh yeah.
UFC 2.
Oh, beautiful.
Star Wars, of course.
Oh yeah.
Just Cause 3.
Now, what is that one there, Greg? Just
That
Cause.
one's like an open world game where you can pretty much just do whatever you want. You got parachutes, you got wingsuits, you got planes, helicopters, you name it, you can do it. It's like an action movie that you can play.
Oh wow.
And then the Evil Within, scary.
It's a pretty game, is it? Don't play it in the dark kind of thing.
Yeah, and this is a new one.
Yeah, it'll freak you out.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Another Batman. And then Assassin's Creed. They're all in alphabetical order, by the way, but I just did them backwards.
I just noticed that. Yeah.
And more Assassin's Creed. And that's it. Yeah. Some of them I haven't even played, I swear to God.
Yeah, you don't have time to play all those games, Greg.
I don't.
But it's a fine collection, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Zelda's getting perfect scores right now on the Nintendo Switch. We got to eventually check that out because Zelda, the new Zelda Breath of the Wild, is getting a perfect 10 out of 10 across the board, and that seems to be the most exciting game right now. But the Nintendo Switch has, of course, some launch issues too, and maybe we'll talk about that on the next episode.
Absolutely. And by the way, there, Rockinboxes, I know you have a Wii U, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Zelda Breath of the Wild is also available on Wii U. So you might want to give that a whirl. So you don't even have to have a Switch because it's available for both Nintendo systems. So you might want to check that out because it's apparently a perfect game. And it's obviously Nintendo, so it's good enough for the kids to help you out playing and whatnot. So check it out.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't. Yeah, it's like every week when I listen to you guys with respect to the different games. Oh, sorry, the cat was just coming through the door. With the different games and the different things that you guys talk about when it comes to systems, who would you say out of either of you is most knowledgeable?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's pretty even, right?
Or just in pop culture.
It's pretty even, I'd say. It's pretty equal. I think so. Anyway, I think we're both nerdy, and we both have our own favorite things. You know, there's a bunch of things that Greg likes that I don't, and vice versa. So he's got the knowledge of whatever he likes that I don't, and I've got the knowledge of whatever I like and he doesn't. So, but we mostly like the same thing, right?
I like my hip hop.
Oh,
You
yes.
like your hip hop?
Neil doesn't like hip hop. He's more of a rock and roll guy. So, yeah.
Well, I do like hip hop. I like some hip hop. I like some rap, especially old school though. I'm more old school rap, you know. Old school hip hop. Old school beats.
There's some contention here.
Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow.
Oh yeah, Sugar Hill Gang. I said a hip.
Oh, the Sugar Hill Gang.
Hip, a hop, you don't stop. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's old school, baby. Yeah. I love
good stuff.
Inside of the album. It had that swirl, you know, the swirl from the
But
Sugar
I'm
Hill.
also rock and roll as well.
Oh, right on. There's a 1984. It's a good old album. Right on. He's got albums, man.
No, I do. I got albums all in behind me. Even newer stuff like like Tupac on record.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
yeah, everything.
So you guys are on every week, and whenever you guys are sitting down and discussing, just give a little bit of background, insight or whatever it is that you guys do when you guys meet regarding what you're going to talk about on the show. Either one of you, go ahead.
Well, pretty much like throughout the week, I'll kind of check out a couple of websites and see what's trending, etc., and write a bunch of stuff down. Neil does the same thing. He'll write stuff down. We mostly, because we both have our pulse on what's happening in pop culture. Our lists usually match up, but then there'll be some things that I think of that he hasn't, and vice versa. So before the show starts, we kind of have a powwow. We'll sit there for 15, 20 minutes. You've been there. You kind of see how it goes. We just kind of, go over how the show's going to go. But sometimes, we don't get to say everything because you just go on a tangent, it just happens, but that's what makes a good show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Greg
go ahead.
I was just going to say that's totally right. We cover all the bases. He thinks the things that I didn't know about, and vice versa. So we both bring a lot to the table. Lanessa as well, Nerdy Ness. We'll do a Pokemon Go segment once in a while as well. And your episode was great, Sean. Thank you so much again for doing that and joining us. I thought that was a good show. I just think that the way that we do it is really good. Greg is the editor as well, so I guess you could just say we're both writers and talent. But Greg is the the director, producer, and writer, and main guy. So it comes down to kind of what he wants to do. But we always agree that this is a big deal in pop culture right now. Something big is happening. The movie trailers, whatever. We got to get it out there and talk about it. So we're always good at and making sure we cover everything going on in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thank you guys for being on the show too. It was a lot of fun, and that's why I asked Greg just to give everybody a quick, synopsis or whatever it is of what goes on behind the scenes. So when it comes to pop culture, okay, so like I told you guys, I'm an 80s guy. I love movies from way back when. I grew up. I probably saw Friday the 13th Part 3 a million times. There was another movie that I loved. Summer School was one of them that came out later on, way in the 80s. You guys remember that? You guys remember Summer School? Mark Harmon, yeah. Kirstie Alley. And there you go. What's that? See that again? Beat Street. Woo! Check you out. And Breaking 2. Hey, look at that. Old Shabba-Doo in the house. Yeah.
The Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, yeah, absolutely. And I remember going to the theaters and seeing those. Oh, wow. I would say my favorite movies, I saw Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D in the theater. That's why I love that movie. It was so amazing. It was like the first time. They used to have shows on TV. You guys remember they had 3D shows when the glasses first came up? Maybe you guys don't remember. I don't know.
I do remember.
I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
I'm an old guy. I'm sorry. But in any event, I remember seeing them with the 3D glasses in the theater. What is your and you guys, yeah, there you go. Hey. Right on.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Oh, there you look at that. Huge.
What? I just have everything.
Oh my gosh. Your favorite comic book?
Comic book?
I'll hit Neil first on this one.
All right.
All right. Well, I could pull them out, but I'm not going to waste time doing that. I'll just say my favorite comic book of all time is probably Chris Claremont's long run on Uncanny X-Men from 1975 all the way up to like 91, and then he did some other stuff too. But he wrote a lot of the classic stuff, and there wouldn't be like live-action X-Men movies, I don't think, without Chris Claremont. Of course, you know, Stan Lee and everybody created them, but Chris Claremont's stuff is the best. And meeting him last year at Niagara Falls was awesome. I love Preacher as well, which is now a pretty good TV show on AMC. I've always been a big fan of that series. And, of course, I've read The Walking Dead, and I've read Why the Last Man, and so many non-superhero books, you know. But, yeah, for me, it's always been Uncanny X-Men. I always loved Larry Hama's G.I. Joe and Green Lantern as well.
Mm-hmm.
So those are mine.
Okay, Greg. Here it comes.
He's going to show it off.
Aha.
I forgot about Watchmen, of course.
Yeah.
I have it right there, too.
And then, of course, because I am Canadian.
Yes.
And this is the whole 70s, 80s series. So, and of course, you got to have it signed by the creator.
Yes. Mr. Richard. King Richard.
Yes.
He is a really nice guy.
Super nice guy.
Oh, yeah. And so, all right, so we've touched on the movies, the comics, one more. Oh, no, now I'm drawing a blank. Of course I'm drawing a blank. Okay, well, you talked about it, and we'll just talk about Comic-Cons. Your favorite Comic-Cons that you guys have been to. I know it's kind of hard because there's been one celebrity that you liked over another, or, you know, there were 4 or 5 celebrities that were there, and it's like you really is there one that really stands out? I mean, I know you guys, London Comic-Cons that you've been to and the Forest City Comic-Con. What's your favorite there, Greg?
Well, I can say that, you know, when Neil and I first started going to cons when we lived in Toronto, I would say like the first 2 or 3 cons that we went to, fan expos, yes.
Okay, so you sounded like Stephen Hawkins there. So let's see. Are you back with us?
Yes, I am. I am back now.
Neil, are you there? Neil.
Yeah, that's right. That's where our love affair with Comic-Cons began, was Toronto Fan Expo 2007. We met, who did we meet? I met Malcolm McDowell, the great actor Malcolm McDowell from A Clockwork Orange and a billion things. And we met Jonathan Frakes and Dwight Schultz, and we goofed around with quite a few of them. So it was great. Yeah. And that was 10 years ago. And now, you know, we've been hooked on Comic-Cons ever since. So we've been covering them, you know, for my YouTube channel, and also, you know, some clips there representing Bell Media and stuff, interviewing people. Ruben Langdon and Billy West were awesome this year. Tracy Moore and Ron Rubin as well at the Forest City Comic-Con just last year. That's the one that stands out in my books. That's one of my favorites, was Forest City Comic-Con. And we got to interview Billy West, of course, on our show, Pop Cultured. And that was really cool to do that and talk to him from LA.
That's awesome. Go ahead, Greg, and talk about Pop Culture. And
okay.
Time you're on. We already mentioned.
So we are on our regular time this week at it is at 11:05 this Friday till about 12. And but every now and then we will get bumped. But so make sure that you know, anybody that's watching, listening, go to our Facebook fan page, like us, and then if there's any schedule change of the show, we'll always let everybody know of when we'll be on if we're delayed. But we're always on. We never get booted. We always just find a new slot. We get put in somewhere, so that's nice. And I hope Thursday I have an interview with Sean Whalen from Twister, People Under the Stairs. So it was supposed to be last week, but it got delayed. You know all about that, Sean, how, you know, with the celebs there, it just their schedules sometimes don't match up. So I'm hoping to get that done and have him on for this Friday's show, to have it edited down and on Friday's show. Yeah, so just, tune into the show online. It's just fun show. We have a great time. We have, it's never serious. We never take anything too serious. We just have a good time. It's just some good old fashioned fun radio. Neil, plug your shit.
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Absolutely. So my YouTube channel is just my name, Neil, Neil, Temple, Temple. And I've got some stuff that I'm getting ready. There was a mini little con over the weekend there. I'm going to do a video about that, hopefully, and lots more things coming up too. I got some requests to do some action figures. So I've got the Undertaker, and I've got a die-cast Disney Store Stormtrooper. I've got all sorts of stuff that people want to geek out about. So check out my channel. It's on YouTube, Neil Temple. Like I said, that's just my name. That's it. And yeah, like Greg said, check us out every Friday, 11:05. If things change, we'll let you know. Like our Pop Cultured Facebook page. And, I just recently put up the recent, I don't know if you saw it, Sean, but I just put up there was a video of a rematch between Bob Barker and Adam Sandler.
I did see
doing
that.
a rematch of their Happy Gilmore fights. So I just put that up. So we're always putting up things like that and movie trailers, and it's a really cool page. Everyone should check it out. Pop Cultured.
Right on. And, I'd like to thank two guys for being on. And definitely to have you guys back after, the summertime. We'll talk about, June, what is it? June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the Niagara Falls Comic-Con. I think it's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And, we'll discuss what we did there. And I'm definitely going to be looking forward to we're going to hook up and come to the London Comic-Con, as well as Stock Shock. Pardon?
Shock Stock. Yeah, you got to come down for that. So we'll have you on the show again. Shock Stock.
Yeah. That's in May, right?
Yeah, that's in May.
May 5th to the 7th. I heard it both ways. Stock Shock, Shock Stock. Let's talk.
All horror movies.
Absolutely. Kane Hodder is going to be the big guest there, and hopefully we'll be able to swing an interview with him and try and on Pop Cultured as well. That would be really cool. But no, in any event, I'm glad that you guys are really doing well, and congratulations on the show. And again, you guys got to check these guys out on a weekly basis, 11:05 p.m., cjbk.com, Pop Cultured, and with Silver Sheen Screen and Silver Screen Sheen. And I'll never get it right. I'm never.
We've all watched it.
Go back on my channel on Sean Rockinboxes, and you can check out that silly video I put together with the bloopers. My gosh, that was 45.
Yeah, that was good.
I think. Unbelievable. And of course, Neil Temple, Doom. Thanks a lot, guys, for being on. And you guys have a fantastic week. And tune in at 11:05, and we'll see you guys on the next Rockinboxes Presents. Stay tuned. A couple of more interviews coming up probably in the next few months. Just waiting on people to get back. Like Greg said, it depends on schedules. Now Comic-Con seasons are coming up, and these celebs are busy. So, hey, that's what it is. And like I say on my videos, you guys be good to one another, and stay tuned to everything. You guys have a signature goodbye?
Well, as I say always, every week, you've been cultured.